it's important to distinguish between the main components of the week. One are the standalone items, which are much more akin to what you and I will remember as doing précis at school, where you just get a single long article and try to distill its essence. And there's a great art even in that. Between you and me, I think that sometimes you actually improve the thrust of a piece when you actually do boil it down. Sometimes you also find that the illogicalities in an argument, which are easily obscured when it's long, become unbearable and crack under strain when you have to actually distill it and find out the propositions that actually lie behind it. But yes, that is one component, the sort of old-fashioned précis. And again, the use of vivid examples is very often the key there. The other component, and the one that's hardest to crack, is what I referred to before about the assemblage of arguments, of getting different voices into a single argument about an issue, and to make it sound as if they were all taking account of each other's points of view, and to make it look as if, and in such a way as the seams don't show. There are various swallow points in a weak writer's essay writing. One is to try to bury as much as possible the attribution, which we must always do. We must always attribute where, says Jack Klein in the Boston Globe. But you've got to bury that in such a way that it doesn't interrupt the flow. For example, it's not at all uncommon for people to write into us saying that they didn't quite agree with what we said about a particular issue, or that they really liked the way we treated this, as if we had originated the article, as if it was something that came from us and didn't actually come from the accumulation of different press sources. And that's part of the skill, in a way. I always like receiving those letters because it makes me feel that we have been successful at burying all those grisly bits which could actually interrupt the flow of a piece. It makes you feel that the bit where you have to say, said the Washington Post, isn't getting in the way. People are feeling that they are reading something that has its own flow and is not a sort of potpourri of what everybody else has just said.